Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Haysie Simmer here, and today I have another episode of my Extreme Ultimate Decades Challenge. We're in the year 1333, and I would like to ask, if you are new here, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel so you can get notifications about when the next episode is coming out for the Extreme Ultimate Decades. I have the goal to reach 500 subscribers this year, and I'm very close, so it means so much to me if you would join our little community, as well as if you enjoy this video, please consider giving me a comment and letting me know what you guys think below about it. I love engaging with you guys, and it means so much to me that you guys are enjoying it as much as I am. So without further ado, let's get into today's video. Fun story, I was watching my video from last week and I thought Vernon and Lamar were still alive from Arthur's timeline. They are not. Arthur has, I think, one living son. So I was absolutely wrong about that. Yeah, this isn't up to date because I'm going to do it every 5 episodes. It's just easier for me. But yeah, Rodolfo is Arthur's only living son. Augusta and Antonia and Paulina are his daughters, and Rodolfo is his only living son. So we are losing a lot of male heirs, and I'm honestly freaking out. We are here in the Alderman household with our newest Baron and Baroness, Theodore and Etta. Oh, spoiler alert, Etta is the magically glamored princess Palvetta who ran away. And she is here ready to take on her role as our new Baroness. She is officially, look, they're chatting underneath the cherry tree, by the way. Isn't that so romantic of them? They're so excited that they got away with this. This is our glamored Palvetta. She's going by Etta now. And their new last name is Alderman because he decided to make his name more official. So we got different branches from the Alder family. We have Aldrich, Alderheart, and Alderman. And we have Connorson as well, actually. So what are they doing? They're just kind of cleaning up. But our new Baron is Theodore. And he has what are people just like doing in our house? They keep coming to our house and looking at our cauldron. So maybe if I just destroy it, they'll stop coming. Yeah, like they're just, you know what? There's a pirate. There's a pirate. Okay, hang on. I'm going to get rid of this guy. I need to have the regional trait back in my game. But, okay, this pirate... This could not have been more perfect. I love it when the story tells itself. This pirate is Jack Sparrow's dad. He actually is Jack Sparrow's dad. Or Jack Sparrow. I don't know. Anyways, Jack Sparrow is Theodore's older brother, who Francis adopted from his wife. Theodore, Catriona, and Joshua's mom was a long-lost royal. We found that out whenever I went into an old picture of her. Her cast icon said that she was a long-lost royal, which is part of the royalty mod. She had a child with this guy what's his name? So she had a child with Nico Daniel, who they named Jack Sparrow. And he has come back to collect Jack because they need to pass on Abigail's pirate throne. She was a pirate queen or a pirate princess, whatever. She was but she was wanted. So that is why she married Francis and like had a humble life to hide Jax. And unfortunately, Jax died in a fire before he ever got to age up and go away with his dad. So Theodore is letting him know that, hey, like my brother is dead, but you know, I have a brother and a sister by our mom. And he has the hero archetype, as we know. So this guy, so we're not going to name him Nico. We're going to name him Daniel Sparrow, I don't know if a pirate name. We'll workshop his name, but he came to get a child of Abigail's because they are needed for the throne. So obviously we can't take that role, and our brother is a monk. So our sister, who never will get married anyways or have children because that's what the role said, our sister Catriona is going to get offered it's kind of a job, right? Our sister Catriona is the only heir able to step into the role of pirate queen. So her mom being a long lost pirate queen or princess of another kingdom, I'm like saying it's like these island kingdoms she was a princess of, but she took her navy and they all became pirates, and their kingdom was kind of a kingdom of pirates. So she, whenever she was wanted by one of the foreign lords that she couldn't defeat. She came to Avalon Shores during the vampiric plague and got stuck here. They had a child together. They weren't together or in love because that's just like their pirate lifestyle. Theodore is letting Pirate Lord Davy know everything he knows about his mom from his dad, and letting him know that his older brother is dead, but he has another brother who's studying to be a monk. Obviously, you don't want a monk who feels called by the maker or the watcher or whatever religious deity. You do not want him. You do not want that sim to be your pirate king. Mind you, our sister right now is a seamstress, but she is the perfect candidate because she doesn't want to get married and she doesn't want to have children. So he is going to offer Catriona, who was kind of like always feisty. If you guys remember, she was always feisty. He's going to offer Catriona their fleet of ships and to train to be the pirate princess she is. So one day she can raise herself as pirate queen. So we're going to have to send a letter to our sister, know he's staying with us. I'm going to have him as a roommate for a little while. Theodore is off to get his sister. She lives around the corner at their Aunt Tamara's house. So right now, Etta is entertaining Davy and just kind of keeping an eye on him. But we're going to say Theodore is heading right over. Catriona is going to be on her way soon. It is the nighttime, the last day of 1332. So I did have a roll to see if we found a wild animal, but I'm having so many glitches with animals right now. I don't really care about finding a wild animal. Okay, Catriona is here. So Catriona is here. First off, Etta needs to even meet Catriona, and we need to invite her in. We don't want to tell Joshua about this right now because he is at the monastery, and we don't really want to bother him. Like, he's got a lot on his plate, but they are going to let her know. This is my wife. Her name is Etta. She is our new baroness, and Catriona is very happy for her brother, of course. She is surprised to have not heard about the wedding, but they are telling her about how their mother was a pirate queen and that she can inherit that, and how she can inherit that fleet of ships and title if she is up for it. So he is going to ask her if that's what she wants, and that they would fully support her anytime she would need anything. So we're going to talk about like mermaids and stuff. Like, the siblings are sitting down now to have this very serious conversation, and they're having this conversation about, you know, this opportunity that could change her life forever. And it looks like she is into it. So the siblings are still here having a really intense conversation about what this could be for her. And honestly, I think she is feeling it. I think she's happy with this possible path forward. So we are going to get her set up on that. And Theodore is wishing his sister the best of luck and is going to go get Davy now. I've renamed him to Pirate Lord Davy. Here is Pirate Queen Catriona. She's not a geek. This is just our poses. But look at her looking the part. She is so fierce. She inherited her mother's hat that he brought, that the Pirate Lord Davy brought. But yes, she is a queen in all the senses. She was cheerful and self-absorbed, so I'm wondering if we should make her possibly a child of the ocean or child of the island. Let's do child of the island. Or I mean, I could make her a monarch, but when we do her age up, because she still is on our chart, so we will see her again, we will probably add that. But this has been so exciting and unexpected. So Catriona is about to head off with the Pirate Lord Davy and be the queen of this little pirate naval like armada. And she is really excited for it. He is going to teach her everything she needs to know about the role. He was very loyal to her mother. They were lovers. So please don't have it in your mind that Catriona is going to be with him. Catriona will not be taking a male lover, at least, and she will not be getting married or having a child. So without further ado, we'll be saying goodbye to Catriona, our pirate queen for now. So it is officially the first day of 1333. So Theodore and Etta are out here, and Etta is letting Theodore know that she just found out she was pregnant. I got the notification when she woke up this morning. So they are expecting their very first child. I guess when they consummated their marriage, they got pregnant, and that's good for them. So they're going to get a little bit of chore work done. This year, we don't have a lot to do on the farm. So we're just going to work on growing our family, making connections, and making sure that everyone is taken care of. So yeah, 1333. They're going to mess around. Oh my gosh, they really like each other. Good for them. Oh yeah, I forgot this was broken, so we're gonna replace that. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, Princess Palvetta, Etta ran away with $50,000. So I put it in our household as like a reserve, And I'm fine with that because she's a princess. And yeah, so the family is going to have like this little secret nest egg, but we're going to say it's like $50,000 worth of jewels and crowns and stuff that she's hiding in like the floorboards of the house. So we're not going to like crazy expand upon ourselves and make it look like we have a bunch of money. Sorry. I'm going to have them sit down and call themselves to eat. But yeah, so we're not going to make it look like we have a bunch of money because we don't want everyone to know. But they are currently messing around. So after he eats, I'm just going to have him do some very like standard farm work. We'll do like a little montage of that. It is Alexander's birthday this year, and that is it. So I just need to see if he survives it to age up. And it is Saturday, so we can do a harvest as well. And in the 3rd year, I need to roll to see if we have a kidnapping in our family. And what I'm going to do is if it ends up being true. So since it's the 3rd year of the decade, we have to roll to see if we're going to have like a kidnapping this decade. Originally, it was supposed to be like, this is the year we have the kidnapping, but I think storytelling wise, but I think the way that extreme add-on would work would be that it would be for the whole decade. So we're going to quickly do that roll while they stare at each other since I'm having a bit of lag. So every 3rd year, we're going to roll a D20 to see if we have a kidnapping. She's sweating. If we get the numbers 4, 7, 8, 14, we will have a kidnapping in our family. So this is to see if that happens. Got a 20. If it ever does happen, we're going to add it to like the storytelling. Theodore is talking to Etta about their plans for the baronhood and their lordship, essentially, and going over anything. And she obviously has a lot of experience about that. So we're going to survive as a family when it comes to us being a part of the lower nobility class, because we have a princess who was trained to be the perfect, most educated, quiet princess. She was trained to be quiet, but obviously he respects her. I see that she got sick. Give me a second. Obviously he respects her. So every class that she got to learn anything about, she is our biggest resource on how to be a great, tiny, tiny minor lord. I think barons are lord. It doesn't matter. I'm telling a fantasy story. So she is sick, and I don't like that. Giggly illness. All right, I just had her take some medicine. Etta is out here learning how to take care of the animals, and hopefully she'll be able to do good at that. I fully feel like this is going to be a big learning curve for Etta. Theodore has always helped out on the farm, so this isn't new for him, but the responsibility where she brings experience and like, well, at least she brings the theory of experience. She understands the theory of being a leader of the people. She understands the basic theory of the role. So she will bring that to the family, and he will have the experience of the farm work he can teach her. Oh my goodness, this cow is actually working. I love this for us because I was truly not having like any luck with my cows. Yeah, so Theodore will have all the experience of farming, and she will have the theory of experience of leading, which is more than he has. So I do think we're going to do fine in the Baron on our estate. She's getting, you know, close and personal with the animals, and I think it's going to be great. They don't love her right now, but, you know, maybe she just doesn't know how to, like, take care of them. Well, it looks like the cow likes her. She's cleaning the cow, and everything's working out pretty well there. I love that this happened for Theodore. It wasn't a part of my plan. So my plan was to send Theodore to be the pirate lord. Let me just tell you guys that now. So if you want to know what my outline was for the things that we can't change, since this episode is going to be them doing farm stuff anyways, I'll tell you about the things that I cannot. I'll tell you all, guys, about the things that never got to happen because everybody died. Okay, so Geralt was meant to age up in 3 years. So we were going to focus on Geralt's magical training. And because his parents died, I wanted him to really dive deep into that darker magic. Not like he was going to be evil, but I wanted him to really test the bounds of magic. So as a child, I wanted him to have like interest in studying like the forbidden arts to master it, because the last thing he knows is that his mom had this great prophecy that half their family is going to be eliminated. And Geralt was about to be our head of house. So that was like my plan, was to make him kind of morally gray and kind of where he would do anything to save his family. My Sims are moving really slow. I'm having really bad, like, I'm definitely having some glitches, so I'll figure it out. My save is a lot better than it was, and I will have to figure out what mod is causing like the, yeah, so that was my plan for Geralt. Jacob, the son, Jacob number 2. So Jacob number 2, I was just planning on also having him train up in magic, but not be as morally gray as his brother, because one of them was eventually going to be our heir, because Geralt might have passed away. So my plan was for there to be an alternative, but I wanted I wanted our heir to be a magic user. That was kind of the plan. I wanted Theodore to run away with the tavern girl, Cassandra Scott, that we met. That was my plan for Theodore, was for him to be the pirate king and Cassandra to join him and be the pirate queen. So obviously that didn't happen, and Theodore is now our baron and leader of the family aldermen. So that is where we are for him. His brother was always meant to be a monk. We're still working on that. There's nothing spoilerly there. For Catriona, since Catriona wasn't going to get married or have a children, I was going on the path that maybe that just didn't align with her sexuality. So I was going to let her find a lover and have them open like a little sweet dressmaking shop together. And I actually wanted I wanted her to be a special dressmaker for a minor lady and have her lover be that lady. And then like they just have a close relationship. That's what I wanted to do. So obviously, since none of those things can happen, which I think now she's going to fall in love with like an enemy pirate, girl or something. I don't know, but that is my plan for Catriona. She is a side character because she is on our chart, so we will see her, but she's not a side household. So I still want to play that out. Maybe, oh, she's sending us a letter. Maybe she's letting us know that they're setting sail. Oh, you know what? Let's make her fall in love with a mermaid because it's not going to mess up the plot, me telling you that that's my goal. But yeah, so I decided it was canon that she was a lesbian, and that's why she didn't want to get married or have a child. And I respect that. So yeah, that was my plan for them. I always planned for Tiara to die. When I found out she was pregnant again, I said, okay, she's 100% dying in childbirth. I played that episode 6 times because my game crashed. And every time I wasn't really happy with the story. And it was really funny. This last time I played, nothing happened the same. Literally nothing happened the same. Everybody survived every other time I played it. But Tiara and Frederick, because Frederick didn't survive his death roll, so we knew Frederick was going to die, and I was going to have Tiara die in childbirth due to a broken heart losing her husband, or either due to a magical overload. That was kind of like oh, she's really uncomfortable. They have been outside farming literally all day. It's 8 p.m. It's crazy. Yeah, so I never got to the point when I was recording those episodes where Tiara gave birth because my game kept crashing within like me playing one sim day. But whenever we find out that she's pregnant, I knew she was going to die because I was already going to lose Francis, and I thought, that would work out storytelling wise, because then she couldn't deliver more information about the prophecy, which could help us, have a catalyst of, these things are happening and we don't have like foresight on them. I didn't want to make it too like she knows what's coming and the family's already ready for it. Like I want us to be caught unaware to some degree. We knew Jacob was going to die because this was the year of his death. We rolled this a while ago. So I really didn't plan anything different there. I just had him have like one morning he woke up and died. I think that's everything in the last couple of episodes that happened that I wasn't expecting to happen. So I have new ideas of what I would like to do this decade, but I try not to script too much. I try to have goals that I want to reach to help us tell the story of why we're going to war and all these things. There isn't too much I have planned other than, we want to keep Etta hidden, so we gave her a glamour, So that's kind of what I am going to tell you guys. I was really planning on having a magical heir and using that greatly in the war to come, but we no longer have magical people in our family. So other than Ashton and Adelaide's son, who is still in the castle, obviously the king would take him in. He's already been granted a minor title. Anyways, so Ashton and Adelaide's son is a magical character, but they're not in a side household. But maybe he'll come and stay with us and be a part of the war so we can investigate that. And right now I'm saying you can only get magic if it's bestowed on you by a dying magical line, right? So if they want to grant you, I'm saying like magic is ancestral and you can only have it if you are like some of a family's ancestry passes on that magic to you. I'm going to have to get Etta to cook something. So we're going to have her cook. I think, oh gosh. Oh, our fridge burned too. So Etta is going to start by cooking off some very basic soups because she wouldn't have the strongest cooking skill. And with a soup, you can just throw most things in a pot. And I think Theodora would just appreciate a warm cooked meal at this point because he's about to pass out. Both of our beds have been repoed because they didn't pay their bills. So maybe I'm just going to say since the family members died in the beds, we burned them. Like, I don't know. They wouldn't have done that back then, but... And Etta is doing her best to provide for her and her husband and soon to be their child. It looks like she's got some real nausea going on. But we're excited to see where this is going for our family. So hopefully their little baby, hopefully it'll be a boy, but it's okay if it's not. They're going to have to try. Like we got to crank out some sons and I hate to do this to them, but we're about to have a Halia and Jacob part 2, hopefully with not twins, but we have to take into the fact that Etta is a twin and Theodore is a triplet. And this game loves to continue those things through, like if you're one, you're going to have some. So I fully expect this to happen. I feel like, yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens at the end of this episode, but I will not be surprised. Oh, these two are just so cute. So they're starting the second day of 1333, and they're just making plans to invite over some of the family to kind of distribute responsibilities in the Baronhood. We're going to invite over Alexander. It's his birthday for a young adult age up, and we're going to ask him if he will help us with the outlying people in our lordship. And it looks like he's grieving, and she's consoling him. I think he's like, you know, he will be lost without his dad, so he's asking his uncle to help. Oh, they're so cute. I freaking stinking love them. Yeah, so I think he's going to ask his uncle Alexander to help because he's the only one really around. So we will get that going and get that underway. He also has his cousin Elijah, it's his older cousin, but he's also around, but they recently just had a couple of babies. So her, all right. Oh, they're cute. They're super cute. All right, so I think I'm going to have Etta clean up. So it is almost 5 a.m. I'm going to have Etta come over here and clean up laundry. And, all right, so she's on the laundry detail. It's 5 a.m. We have some gardening to do. So it's officially fall now. That's fun. So, oh, man, I forgot to harvest everything before. They were out here gardening all day. Like, it's not really much else I can do. So I'm not really sure what is... Now I can harvest of all these. Can't even see, it's so dark. But that would be pretty on brand. It's a Saturday and Sunday, and I said we can harvest on the weekends. So I'm going to have him harvest everything and then evolve what he can. And then we will have Alexander come over at a later point to age him up. So this, like I said, this is going to be a very simple episode. We are going to focus on our farm and just building up here. We do have we have a lot of money, but we have a teeny bit of money I'm willing to spend and make things a little bit more fancy. So I'm going to have all that go down. All right, the sun is finally rising. Things are looking a little chaotic for two people to just be taken care of. So we're going to say that everyone comes over. There's Alexander too, so that's perfect. All right, so people are starting to show up from the township to help us get this going. The way we're going to do it too is like they're getting some of our crop. We're two people. Even when we have children in a full house, we will never need all the food in that we are providing. So we'll be allowing them to take some, as well as like as we grow this as a community, we'll sell some to other parts of the kingdom, and the whole region will make a profit. So each household that comes and helps us will make a profit. At least storytelling wise, that's what we'll say. I was saying this in one of my other videos. I don't know if you guys watch the other challenges, but this challenge is more like a D&D role play where I'm telling a story kind of like a dungeon master with the guidelines from the Ultimate Decades challenge, but considering mine is fantasy based, everything is me storytelling as a dungeon master. And then the Sims kind of make their own autonomous choices. And then the Sims make their own autonomous choices, and we like add that into the game. But this is more of a kind of narration storytelling kind of video. You're not going to like watch me play the Sims per se. You're watching me play a story in the Sims. If you want a legacy let's play, that would be more of my Crybaby Whims. It's 100% chaotic. It is what I would call a dark soap opera, and I'm following the Crybaby Whims challenge. And me being the storyteller I make it darker, but I do play more of the actual game, and you watch me physically play it in that challenge. And then in my lot challenge is the 1x1 tile lot challenge that I'm turning into a super lot. And we're doing like a 3-story 64x64 lot. That is literally a let's play Sims. This is our goal. This is like, and it's kind of a build kind of challenge as well. So I feel like I can accommodate a bunch of tastes that way. Everyone's kind of frozen. They gained a sentiment and they're very happy to be together. So yeah, so I feel like oh my goodness, they're killing me. I love them so much. Yeah, so I feel like those kind of different kind of videos cater to a bunch of interest. So if you guys are interested in any of those other types of videos, they are coming back actively on my channel. So we're having, the meeting of everyone. I'm going to have Theodore talk to each person individually so he can, oh, look at Calvin living on the chicken. I love that for Calvin. Yeah, so I'm going to have him distribute responsibility with the fathers of the people on our land. So he's doing that right now. And we have to do Alexander's birthday. We also have to do Alexander's birthday roll. And since Alexander is right here, we're going to get that taken care of for him. Alexander is aging up into a young adult. So let's see if he makes it. So to age up in a young adult, he can't be a 2, 6, 11, 13, or 14. Yikes. Okay, good luck. 2, 6, 11, 13, 14. Oh, thank goodness. So I actually know he is technically already a young adult because I had to do it to get him and Lena married. But that just means he gets to stay alive. That he gets to keep his status as young adult. Good on him. So our crops are ready to harvest. So we're going to sell all. and work on our money for that. This is about as big as they got their watermelons this year. It is the first time they've grown them since do we have fertilizer? Yeah, so this is the first time we've grown crops in a while, especially ones these big. So, I mean, it's not too bad that they got to be, it's not bad that they got to be this big. So we're making a good bit of money. And we're just going to have him continue to take care of the plants. Maybe we can do, we can offer paid mentorship. Oh, Joshua just got a letter from his sister. Okay, sorry. That said that Joshua said something about Catriona. So we're going to say that Joshua now knows about Catriona, and he's a little upset that his brother didn't tell him. Also not Theodore's responsibility, though. So we're going to offer mentorship to our, well, Alexander would be an amazing farmer. So we're going to offer mentorship to Calvin Godwin, and he can pay us for it. And yeah, we're going to say that's taxes, bud. Hi, we're doing paid mentorship. All right, what is Etta getting information from? Okay, good. That was just the ghost of her dad. I know that seems weird. Oh, good. That's the ghost of her dad messaging her, but that's a lot better than what it could have been. So Etta is going to take care of the cow. I think she's better at managing the cows than the chickens for sure. Well, things are going good for Etta and the cow, at least. Maybe she should name her. I'll let her name her. Let's see. Name Spotted Cow, Gertrude, sure. All right, Theodore, who's messaging you? Duke Elliot Grant has would like to come over. So we're going to say maybe he sent a messenger boy ahead that he is on his way. There they are. Okay, so I wonder what he wants to know. Okay, we need to stop our mentoring. We haven't really, I think we made 200 simoleons from it. That's enough anyways. Okay, so I wonder why he offered to come over. Let's do some medieval interactions and just chat him up. So the Duke is on his way to come up and talk to us. I guess they hit it off really well at the wedding. Maybe it's because they're in the same age. So even though, you know, he's a duke. Oh, maybe maybe he's coming to announce that they're having a baby. Like, I don't know. He has to be there for a different reason. Oh, we'll say he's delivering a letter to the Baron of because she comes from their family. And Theodore is our new head of house. So we're going to say that she has come to deliver a letter saying that they are having a baby. And he wanted to deliver it by hand because he's so excited. And he did feel that kind of kinship with Theodore when they met at the wedding. So we're going to say, hopefully they'll have a baby. If not, we'll go in and we'll make a note that they are trying and make them at least try to have a baby. But it looks like the guys are getting on. They could be some bros for sure. I think maybe we should, I'm going to have Etta come in here, lean up so they're not embarrassed. I mean, this is all new to her. We might use money to have a maid, but I need to set the maid's outfit. I feel like they would hire a maid. So we're going to have her come in here and make some lemon honey tea. She would know how to make tea as a lady. And so we're going to serve it to the Duke. All right. So she's working on that lemon honey tea for the Duke. And I don't know if he'll recognize her as the Princess Palvetta. I don't feel like he would really know Princess Palvetta. The glamour, I'm going to say the glamour is strong enough to work, even though it's slightly altered her appearance. I'm going to say when people look at her, if they feel like they recognize her, there's going to be like a misdirect spell as well. Oh, it looks like the Duke is telling us a story and Theodore likes what he's hearing. So maybe he's offering some mentorship as well when it comes to like leading people and learning how to do that kind of lordship. So we're going to, I wish we could call him to serving. All right, so they are serving him tea and they're going to, just chat about things and network and make connections in the community. Oh, maybe he doesn't like lemon honey tea. He looks pretty miserable. Or maybe he's just complaining about responsibility. I don't know. We don't really know the Duke yet, so we got to kind of see what that relationship looks like to us. So we'll chat him up a bit because I feel like they're not doing anything autonomous right now. They're discussing the kingdom, talking about services, and we will talk about the market. Right, so he is asking him about his opinion on the way things are handled in the kingdom. How can he be a good baron? And the Duke is offering him just some advice, as well as, who to avoid, what. He's offering him some advice. All right, so he's asking him, like, is there anything he should know, anyone he should avoid? Like, what kind of, what is it going to be like for him? Because he never expected to have this role, and I feel like the Duke is going to offer him plenty of information. Yes. Yeah, I feel like he sees him as a friend and is offering him information on how to do his job efficiently. And yeah, it looks like they're building a great little community here with them. So we're halfway through the year and things seem to be going well enough. Elliot Grant's archetype is a caregiver. So that would explain why he's here. He's here to offer his assistance. So I'm glad I read that right. So that is his archetype. And we also learned that he's a cat lover. So maybe we can, and they just became good friends. So maybe we can get him a gift, but it is 7 p.m. So I would like to ask him to leave. Oh, or maybe he would stay with us. I think we would technically ask him to stay over. So I do know I can do that.
Balgroga. Kroki Hartug. Go Niba.
Oh, we're going to share. Oh, wow. Whatever story he's telling us is very deep. Yeah, so they're getting along great. Maybe he'll stay over. Maybe he won't. I don't really care. But we'll start the next day and get everyone off to the bathroom and to bed. Yeah, we have the hero archetype, which is wonderful for Theodore. Hopefully he won't have to act upon it anytime soon. I will get them new beds and jazz up the house too while they're sleeping. Okay, sorry, the microphone was away. 10 a.m. All right, so we have to pay our bills. It is Monday. And we need to do a roll for our extreme add-ons. So on Mondays, we can roll to see. On years we don't have anything going on, we could roll a d20 to see if we get robbed. If we get a 2, 7, 14, 18, we get robbed. So let me get a D die. 2, okay. Where's the numbers? 2, 7, 14, 18. Old. All right, so let's see if we get robbed. Yes. Okay, well, that's going to make this year exciting. I will see when it comes up. So someone can rob our house, or we could have you know what? I can force a robber tonight with the new robbery feature with The Sims. So we'll do that. I have Frederick. I'm sorry. I'm still learning names. I have Theodore out here gardening and planting. We do have some prop chickens and pigs. What? All right, cool. That just happened. She's having her baby. Whatever. That's what I get for playing on fast forward. Okay. I redid the farm. Well, not redid. I decorated the house a little bit and I added some props to make things look like it lived in a bit. So if you see any like pigs and chickens that aren't moving, they're statues, they're not glitched. All right, so let's see if the Baroness, Etta, aka Princess Palvetta in disguise, survives birth. She just can't get a roll 1. She can't roll a 1. Clearly, it was close for her. For a baby, it's 5, 10, 15, 20. And we're also going to do the infant roll because it ages up tomorrow. So baby, 5, 10, 15, 20. Ooh, okay. And then the infant roll is, I never can remember these numbers. For an infant, the number is 12, 16, 18. Oh, okay, good. All right. Before we put the baby on the chart, let me go through my phone and look up some baby names that I wrote down. Okay, so most of them are girl names. I have Ella. We've already done Hattie. I have Esmeralda, Elena. We already have done Isolde. Olive, Poppy, Rachel, Olga, Danielle, and Greer. Those are all the names. If her name is Etta, I would like to do Ella, but I'm really afraid that if I do it, I might stumble and get messed up. So let's pick something that is very different and do Rachel, because that way I won't be like, oh, Ella, Etta, and stumble, because that is just not me. So we'll do her name is Rachel. Alderman. I need to change his last name because her last name is Alderman. All right, so there's Rachel Alderman. They had their baby girl. All right, good for them. Let me add her to the list as well. Look at them. Sweet baby girl. It looks really awkward the way she's holding the baby. It's kind of like, what do I do with this thing? I mean, I guess if you're a mom that young, I don't know. Actually, she's way older. I just now realized that. She is a young adult and he's a teen. So she's older than him. I wonder how that's gonna affect her fertility. And I don't know if we put the wives on the timeline or not as age up. I'm just like thinking, like with Tiara, I made her die the same year as Frederick, but maybe I'll roll for them once we decide when the death is. Okay, so today is Monday, which I think my chart is wrong. Anyways, Rachel was born and Rachel will age up, which is beautiful for Rachel. And then she's an infant for 5 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So at the beginning of the year 1335, Rachel ages up. I need to get Geralt off of here because he is not alive anymore. All right, she's showing us baby Rachel. What in the goodness is this? Sorry about all the clicking. I have never done this. I know Gertrude's unhappy because, sorry, one of the cows unhappy. Because we had a baby this morning and we couldn't take care of you, Gertrude. Okay, clean Gertrude. He's going to have to do it. We can try for a baby tomorrow, but they can only try for 9. So they have 8 more, which I'm glad he had a high number to start with, but it's just like really unfortunate. I don't know what else is going to happen. So clean shed, take care of Gertrude, clean Gertrude, all the things, take care of the cow. Why do you keep not doing the things I'm telling you to do? Okay. So she's going to clean up around the house, it looks like, and we will call a meeting of the farmers. I do want to hire them a maid because she does not. Well, you know what? Maybe I can make a women's group for her where they come and help with the basic chores. Because this is not her forte at all. So we'll create. Oh wait, you know what? I had one called Medieval Ladies Helping. All right, now we're in charge of the group. So we will have Alice in the group, even though she is a terrible person. We will have Gwendolyn in the group. Tamara should be passing away. We do need to get to know her daughter, but for now, I guess we will have Euphema. Euphema should also be passing away, but we'll have Euphema and Gwendolyn in the group, and we'll call that good for now. And they can clean. I'm not going to have them cross stitch or knit. I have no idea what that is. They don't need a garden. We'll just have them cleaning. I don't want anyone cooking because I worry about, yeah, they're just going to come over and clean. You know, we could do friendly interactions. That would be nice. Oh, care for animals is a good one, actually. And then I wish I could say also help with the children, but oh well. All right, the Baroness is calling this group to order. I'm going to save the game. Basically, she's saying, hear ye, come help me do laundry. So I think my thing is wrong because on the chart, it says Monday is so the timeline says Monday is the second to last day and Tuesday is the new year. But I think we have Wednesday as the new year, which is fine. I manually did this myself. So it would explain why it's wrong. So I'm just going to have to fix because now all my years are going to be messed up. So I'm just going to delete them. And I know right now that Tuesday is the new year. I'm going to delete everything that says it's a year. Deleting the winter solstice is fine. We don't have we'll say Wednesday is the autumn equinox as well. I'll just make a note of it. All right, so we just have one more day left. And she is tense because she needs an amusement. So is there anything? Oh, she's doing archery? Okay. I love this for you. Way to go, girly. I love that you want to try that. And these are sparkly. I want them. Oh, they're just onions? Sure, I'll harvest. Are these all just onions? Oh, she doesn't need to do that. We can have Theodore do it. Come harvest these onions while she does archery. I love this for her. She's going to be a warrior princess. Maybe she got to do it growing up in secret because, I mean, she seems decent. I don't know. She just threw a fit. She's not that decent. That's fine. As long as she's having fun. I love this for her. All right, we're going to harvest all the onions and then we can plant them on our land because if we find them in the wild. All right. Our Gertrude is finally getting taken care of. She seems pretty happy about it as well. Is this milking her? Yeah, we're milking her. We need to clean these sheds and assign an animal to it. Assign Henrietta. Maybe we can get Henrietta taken care of. I feel like I doubt it, but everyone seems to be like pretty helpful. We have a few people not moving around, but whatever. Maybe they're all trying to do the same thing, so it doesn't work. We have some onions there. So these are the ones I was telling you guys about that are statues. If you just see them hanging about, what is she doing now? Ooh, we can harvest. So I am going to harvest all the apples because I am going to have her learning how to make mead. So I will let her create apples. Well, she's not going to just do mead. She's going to do nectar and stuff like that. So anyways, we're going to, oh yeah, and we have grapes too. So we'll make some apple nectar and see how that goes for us. She seems pretty happy, other than she's falling in it, but she's happy. She's, she feels camaraderie from the club hanging out. Maybe just like having those burdens relieves her, goodness, of stress that she was experiencing. We can't expect her in 1 year to be amazing at being on her own when she was trained not to have a personality and to, you know, be seen and not heard because the Kingdom of Moria is very strict about their gender roles. So I feel like she's going to be embracing a lot of things and trying new things while she gets to be the Baroness. So yeah, I mean, she seems really happy and I love this for her. Okay, she's almost done with it. All right, so she acquired the nectar making skill and we're grabbing our bottle. I want to see how bad it is. Hopefully not too bad. All right, let me look at our thing. We're not going to age them or anything. It's $15 and it's normal quality. All right, so I'm going to have her do it one more time, but maybe we can get another bottle out of it. And I will buy them a rack and maybe make them a cellar at some point, just not right now. I want her to like get the skill up before she like learns that that's what she has to do. Maybe she can mentor. So for cooking, we're going to go back to doing potato and onion stew, especially after everything that he found today. And it looks like Theodore is going to be a sweet dad and hold his baby and take care of the needs, which is really sweet while she makes this nectar. But yeah, I just rearranged things in this room. I didn't buy anything new upstairs. Downstairs, I put beds back in these rooms and I made them a little bit nicer than what we had. I got us a new tapestry from Tamara. We're gonna say that this is the one Catriona was working on with Tamara to learn the skill before she ended up becoming the pirate queen. I got us a music box. I'm going to say these are from Frederick's collection that he made. So we have some sword and shield there. We have a deer that we would have, you know, harvested and cropped, and then a new little stand. Yeah, everything's looking good. The farm is looking great, and it's about to be the last day of the year. Okay, so Princess Josephine is calling. We're going to say that there is a notice that she is sending one of her other daughters to the kingdom. Sorry, I'm coming up with this on the spot. So we're going to say that there has been a notice going out that there is one of the princesses from Moria is aged up and is coming to fill the role for Palvetta. So one of her little sisters, who was like 13, now she's 18 or whatever. Because they came over a few years ago. Yeah. So now she's going to have to marry Aldrich Washington's son instead. So I think Palvetta probably feels bad for her sister, but at the end of the day, she's got to look out for her own neck. And I hate saying that, but it's not our job to rescue her. Like, we were lucky that we had an happily ever after and got to escape. So that's what we're going to say. It looks like Theodore is really enjoying the soups that she makes. So at least, you know, she's good at that. I'm happy for her. He seems very happy with his life, but I feel like when they're in those soulmate relationships, they're super affectionate, which I appreciate from the mod. I love that they do that very autonomously. And it took them so long to eat that it's probably the middle of the night now. So, yes, it's officially Tuesday. The baby needs tending to. So I'm going to have the Baroness, Palvette, I'm going to have Etta come take care of the baby. Oh, we can age her up, actually, and then we'll know what she needs, and I love that more. And then we need to use the bathroom. And then they can woohoo and try for another baby because it's officially the next day. So that's perfect for me. All right, happy birthday, Rachel. I can't wait to take her into cast. I'm going to wait to do it, though. Rachel is cautious. Oh, she aged. Okay, so if she has strawberry blonde hair, that means her hair is brown. And that's how we'll just do that. Mess around. We'll let the married couple try for a baby again. All right, they're coming in to try for a baby, so hopefully they'll get pregnant. And we'll wait to see if she's pregnant and just like let it happen organically. She's going to love on baby Rachel, so I'm going to go ahead and take them into cast now and take care of that. Okay, so she has red, brown, curly hair, or wavy hair, and then we put her in a green dress that's accurate, but this is what little Rachel looks like. But Etta in here learning how to be a mommy. This is something that's super special to her because she was raised by nannies. So she's kind of finding the joys of motherhood through learning it step by step. I do think we're going to have to get them like a lived-in nanny helper situation. I will probably hire a butler and do like free services and edit the butler's outfit. But that way she'll have some help because she has no experience, no training. And she is going to do her best, but I really don't think it's going to be like something. I'm not saying it's not going to come natural to her, but I don't think it's going to be like super easy. Yeah, I just don't think it's going to be like, oh, good. She's lifted up her head. Way to go, Rachel. So I know she's going to do her best, but they also are in charge of a baronhood, and she is mentoring her husband in like the leadership role of it. And he's teaching her how the farmer and lady expectations of it. So I do think they're going to need household help, but one person should be suffice. So she is taking care of baby Rachel, and she's going to make some nectar today. We have a lot of farm work that needs to be done. All right, so I'm going to have him get everything ready in the farm and just take care of all the animals and everything. So Theodore is out here taking care of the crops by himself today because, you know, other heads of households need to be taking care of their own crops every day. They just come over once or twice a week to come check, or once or twice a year, they'll come over to like learn new tips from him to help with our harvest. But right now he's maintaining it himself. I do also feel like he may need one person who is like his regular helping hand. So we might have 2 servants in our household. So out of our 8 Sims, 2 servants, that gives us the opportunity to have 4 children. I think that's a fair amount. There's a good chance they could lose them all. We will see. Halfway through the last day, and I feel like nothing much is going to happen. I'm going to take care of their gardening and then work on some skills with Rachel. So, oh, she's doing a good job making her nectar. Great for her. She's self-assured. Okay, so I'm going to just use MCC to see if she's pregnant. Pregnancy. Okay. Yeah, she's pregnant with a boy. She hasn't realized she's pregnant yet, has she? No. Okay. So we really haven't like triggered that start yet. Okay, what's going on, Theodore? Okay. We were invited over to our cousin's house, so we'll hurry and go. It might be urgent.